Milk is a very high quality product. You know, it's important to have that high quality milk produced because my family's drinking it. We sit down and have dinner every night as a family, and at the table is milk. You know, it's a very nutritious product, and it's a very safe product.
We try to do a few things to keep our quality up to standard. Some of the things we do for high quality milk is when they come in and that milker gets attached, that milk never touches the air. It goes into a stainless steel receiver. When the milk hauler comes to pick up our milk, the sample is taken to assure that it's the utmost quality for the consumer to be able to have confidence in that product.
We take quality and safety very seriously. That's the most important thing to us, is to offer a safe product. We have very strict standards. We abide by all of the federal and state regulations. We have great confidence in the quality of milk that we receive from our dairy farmers. Through the years, we have gotten to know these families well and have a real trust and confidence in the product they provide. And we're very grateful for the loyalty that's been established between us and them.
You know, my dad always said, take care of the farmers, you can't make cheese out of water. And a lot of people forget that, how important the farmers are. I don't think there's any better business people in the world than farmers are, because of what they have to face that most people in business don't.
I love farming because I love animals and like to work with them. I love to see good crops grow, and I like the independence, although it gets challenging to make a living and farm anymore. But it's a way of life, and I enjoy it, and I'll continue to as long as I'm healthy enough. 15 consecutive years, every month getting the quality bonus from our processor. We have since continued to do the same thing, and we've been doing that for the last 22 years. If a cow's healthy, she'll produce good quality milk. Most dairies today have a nutritionist to balance their ration, see that the cows get the proper nutrition to produce good quality milk and also maintain their own health. First of all, a cow has to be in a comfortable environment where they rest and have a dry place to sleep. Then proper protocol in milking is very important. Cow has to be prepped right. Your equipment's got to be clean. I can't overemphasize cow comfort, but cow health is also important. All these little factors contribute to quality milk.
My favorite part of growing up on a farm is that we get to do really fun stuff and we get to be with animals, and most people don't get to have those opportunities, and we do.
From a young age, growing up, this has just been a passion that I've always had. I've always had a love for animals. You can ask my family a little bit about that even. I've had almost every animal you can imagine. My favorite part is probably the birth of the calves. That's been one of my favorite things I've always been fascinated with. It's fun to see the new life and the different spots and all the things about them. One of our biggest things here is to keep our cows healthy, and we do what we can to make that happen. We work with our vet weekly if needed, and he's here scheduled every other week. He's a phone call away if we have a problem.
My role as a veterinarian is to set up a health program that includes vaccinations, regular health checks, to maintain the health of the herd and to watch over them.
I think most farmers do an extremely good job of this, and it's taking good care of the cows, making sure they got good bedding, making sure they're comfortable, making sure that if you do get a sick one, that cow is put in the hospital pen and taken care of and gets healthy again, and then put back in the herd once it's healthy and doing well. I liken it to our kids, and I get people all the time saying, well, you know, do you give them antibiotics? Do you do this? Do you do that? And I say, you know what? If my son gets sick or your son gets sick, don't you give them antibiotics? You bet. Our goal is to withhold those cows from the milk tank until they are safe to come back in, and make sure that we produce a wholesome, safe product.
To make sure the cow is comfortable, we actually bed our cows with sand, and also we always try to keep high quality feed in front of the cows. It's like the folk story of the queen that had a pea put under 5 mattresses. She tossed and turned all night long. We don't want our cows tossing and turning. We want them to be comfortable and relaxed and doing what they can do to produce milk.
Our family's been in the dairy business since the early 1800s, and now it's my 3 brothers and myself are in business together. I think the secret is to treat them each as an individual and to be concerned about their comfort. They need to be happy. If they're happy, then things work good and we're all happy. You know, everything we do every year is, you know, a building opportunity to make something that's better, something that's going to last and be here for, hopefully, for generations more to come.
Our operation is a big circle. We harvest our crops and replenish the land with the manure and the nutrients that it needs in order to keep the crops growing, and it's a constant circle. We love our land, and if we take care of it, it will take care of us.
You know, the environment that we live in is our farm, and so I think we have the highest reason to take care of the land and to make it be the best it can be, and that's what we've tried to do. And because we live here, we want the water to be clean, we want the air to smell good, we want a clean environment, because this is our life, this is where we live, and so everything we do is for that reason, to make it good.
The waste from the cows is extremely nutritious for plants, so we take all of the waste and recycle it back out into the fields. Potassium, phosphate, nitrate that's left by the cows goes back out to the fields and are able to become very productive using all of the waste from the dairy. We are using very little commercial fertilizers on the fields, and the fields are producing a lot more than they have done under commercial fertilizers. This is great for the environment because we are spending less for commercial fertilizers, we are spending less for fossil fuels, and we are raising a better crop because of the waste from our dairy cattle.
I love working with my hands. I love being outside, as well as I love seeing an end product going from the seeds that we plant to the hay that we grow, to being able to feed that to the cows, and then seeing the milk that we produce with that.
When people ask me what I do for my job, I typically tell them that I make a nutritious beverage for children. Our milk here actually does go to children.
I've lived on this dairy farm my whole life. My family's been involved with dairy farming now for 4 generations. We've always had a motto of stick-togetherness as a family, and we believe that the most important thing we do here on this dairy farm is to raise families.
It's kind of humbling knowing that the coming generations, there's going to be fewer and fewer of us involved. There's fewer and fewer people that understand what we go through and what we have to do. There's fewer and fewer people that understand, you've got to get up at 2 in the morning to go milk the cows or to go take care of a sick cow or whatnot. There's people that just don't understand that. And as we move in the future, one of our goals is really to help educate people, because it's really a wonderful lifestyle. There's a lot of hardships and a lot of trials with it, but there's a lot of blessings too. There's a lot of great things about it. And I wouldn't raise my family in any other way.